According to the governor of Oyo State, constitutional review by the National Assembly is a waste of time. Governor Makinde Seyi, while the Committee on Constitutional Review is ongoing round the country for necessary changes needed in the Constitution. The Executive Governor of Oyo State, Governor Seyi Makinde, has described the exercise as a waste of time. The governor made the statement during a media chat with Obas TV while giving account of his one-year stewardship in office as the governor of the state. He noted that the citizens need to fundamentally change the way they interact in the country, as the military cannot be blamed for the security challenges facing the country. The governor made emphasis on restructuring of the country as the solution to the perennial problem facing the country, as against constitutional review being embarked on by the National Assembly. We need to fundamentally change how we relate in this country, and we cannot keep blaming the military. The National Assembly says they are consulting with people about constitutional review, but I think it's a waste of time. What we are fighting for is central to the development of this country. States should be able to enforce the laws in their state. People ask me about Yoruba presidency, and I say what we need now is not that, but restructuring. I am not saying it is a magic bullet. According to Seyi Makinde, it is also said from his Twitter handle, says we need to fundamentally change how we relate in this country, and we cannot keep blaming the military. The National Assembly say they are consulting with people about constitutional review, but he said he thinks it's a waste of time. What we are fighting for is central to the development of this country. States should be able to enforce the laws in their state. People ask me about Yoruba presidency, and I say what we need now is not that, but restructuring. I am not saying it is a magic bullet. You recall that restructuring has been the bone of contention in recent years between the federal government and its subordinates. However, the President Muhammadu Buhari administration has reiterated that what restructuring means to the administration is the functionality of the democratic structure. Speaking on Channels TV last week, the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, said the state governors should give autonomy to their local governments and state judiciary before asking for restructuring at the national level. Well, everybody knows that the administration of Buhari has failed the country. As Governor Seyi Makinde says, if their meeting concerning the National Assembly is a waste, then constitution or restructuring of the constitution is needed. If not, it's a waste of time if they don't plan or meet to restructure the country, because between the federal government and its subordinates, the contention has been there for restructuring in recent years. Well, according to what Malami has just said, he said the state governors, which is the Southwest governor that had meeting concerning the resolution or restructuring of the country, that it should start from the state governor. And now the federal government, as you can see, they are even shying away from responsibilities, but they know how to collect salary, they know how to collect allocations, they know how to get their allowances. They are not shy, or they don't shy away from such. But when it comes to executing the right thing or doing the right thing or for the restructuring of Nigeria so that to benefit the masses, they are all shying away from it, because they know if the restructuring takes place, they, from their allowances and from their dubious acts or receiving money, will be stopped, because now they believe the masses and the Nigerian has gotten themselves, seems they were sleeping since now that the restructuring, and so many people have been agitating for secession and division. Now it's like a wake-up call for them to restructure the constitution, because the administration of Buhari has been nepotistic, and they are, according to so many people, they say tribalism and nepotism is the order of the day. They are trying to Fulanize the country, and the appointment that has been given to the so-called either from the chief of army staff or from ministerial appointment is lopsided. It's just one-sided appointment. That's why this country may not really move forward. The security challenges we are facing is just from the lopsided appointment. Now that the chief of army staff, the former chief of army staff, which is Ibrahim Atairu, is dead, Buhari is supposed to even appoint another chief of army staff that is not even related to him or close to the north, so that this insurgency will be fought squarely. But as soon as you put your Fulani people, they would not want to conquer this Boko Haram of a thing, because that's the mother of terrorism in the country. If they can conquer Boko Haram, the bandits or kidnappers will surrender themselves, because it seems they are getting funding from the Boko Haram sect. Now, if Buhari can really appoint, from my own opinion, and I believe that is what every Nigerian would want, from the federal government. If Buhari or the federal government can appoint a southerner that is not even a northerner, then the insurgency will stop. Now that all the Fulani are getting all the ministerial appointments, okay, let me use the chief of army staff as an example. You give the chief of army staff as the head of the army, and he would not want to fight the northerner, because you say a fight against the Boko Haram is a fight against the northerner. As you can see, how can insurgency stop? Because most of those were Boko Haram or the insurgents or militants that have been arrested, or let me say that are perpetrating the evil. Even the arrest may not even take place. Even if they are arrested, they still pamper Boko Haram, which is not supposed to be. In a sovereign state, if true federalism should take place, should take its course. But in Nigeria, it's not so. Since Buhari has became the president, he has been working with his own elites, and those are the ones destroying this country just because of what they will gain or what they are benefiting from the administration. Well, truth be told, just to divert people's attention from the Fulani killings and occupying of people's land. That is why they don't want restructuring, because they in the government are the ones sponsoring all these bandits, Fulani herdsmen, and so on and so forth. Well, according to this, Kayode says, thanks for talking about restructuring. These legislators are only begging the issue of federalism. Nigeria is currently composed. Nigeria is a fraud. I am surprised at the actions of the legislatures, as they should be closer to us, even to the underground level. But Governor Seyi Makinde belongs to the executive arm of government, yet he could state the real problem bedeviling the country. It only shows we have no representation in government. What a shame. Well, let the country have a rebirth that will see Fulani off people's land, and they stop the open grazing saga that they called cattle routes or rearing. Must you route your cow passing way and disrupting or destroying people's farmland through my land without consent? They have killed so many, but unjust and also without arrest. That's what I said. They have been killing so many people without arrest. Now they need to reconstruct the constitution, and that's why I said if you want to appoint, especially the chief of army staff, should come from the southern part. That one no go look their face. You understand? Automatically will do the job, squarely. But according to the soldiers, they say they only obey last order. But lastly, I want to use this example. There is this soldier that said when they saw Boko Haram, perpetrating their evil acts, destroying so many properties in the northern part, but because they want to obey the last order, their commander said they should not shoot. They should hold, just because if they shoot, they will shoot innocent people that have run away. You are saying Boko Haram and you cannot shoot. That's what the problem is all about, because they don't want this insurgency to stop. Well, I will leave you to your fate. I would like you to share your comments and also share this news so that others can be aware. Thank you for listening.